Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Facebook James coming to you live from Dolphin Studios. Man, are you ready for some football? Man, I know I'm ready. The Pali football community is ready. And so tonight we're just going to just kind of throw up some reminders, talk about some reminders. I got a couple of videos that I want to show tonight. And, man, we got a scrimmage coming up on Thursday against Birmingham. So we'll talk about all of that stuff on the other side of this intro. So stick around and welcome to This Week in Pali Football. Let's get into it, shall we? Ha-ha.
Hey, win on me, win on three, ready, 1, 2, 3. Win! Oh, yeah! Stop playing with a piece! 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 Stop playing with a piece!
Some call it the gridiron.
Nice route, way to skim it.
Others, 100 yards of pay.
Too much.
We just like to call it football.
Football.
With Facebook James.
Football, baby.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? So welcome to the show. Welcome to another edition of This Week in Pali Football. I am your host. Facebook James is what they call me around these parts. At least that's what the back of my cap says. So welcome to the show. This week we're going to highlight some things going down the third week of August. Well, actually not the third week. It's the first full week of August, but the third full week of practice. And so at the end of this week, we have a wonderful scrimmage. So tonight we're going to talk about that, just making sure the boys are there. We're also going to talk about merch and just a few other reminders. And like I said, I have a couple of videos that I do want to show you from some activity, the boys doing what they do best. And man, so just welcome to the show. If you're watching live, do me a favor. Go ahead and just in the comment section, if you're watching, we are simulcast on 3 different platforms. We're live on Twitter, we're live on Facebook, and on our YouTube page, This Week in Pali Football. So we'll talk about those. If you have not liked or subscribed or followed us on any one of those pages, we would appreciate if you would do so. And then, you will be definitely in tune with whatever is going down with Pali football. So let's go ahead and hop into some updates real quick. Our first one is just up. We got the BSN store that's going down right now. And, I kind of like to play some music in the background. So let me go ahead and do that. Hopefully it won't be too overbearing. There we go. All right. So we have our BSN team store that is up where families, you can go and purchase some gear. I know at the beginning of our official practices, some of the new Pali football players, some of the parents didn't have access to the BSN store, but now you do. And so if you, let me see if I can share my screen really, really quick, just to kind of help you out with where the information can be purchased. There we go. All right, so here's our store, BSN, and there is an access code, and what I'll do is I'll put that link probably after our live tonight. I'll drop the link in the comment section for you so you can click on. There's an access code as well. And so, you got the compression shorts, you got the shirt, you even got a tracksuit, if you will, and a backpack. You can personalize the backpack. So we have this information up, and it is up for another week. This website, the store, the BSN Pali Football store is up for another week. And so I know that for a fact because it closes on August 15th, which is my daughter's birthday. And so we'll be celebrating her. But yeah, go ahead and order. Up until Monday, you can order anything that you see here on the screen. And it's on your dime. It's on your dime, definitely. But yeah, you have the offerings. We know the boys are practicing in their gear right now. And so this will help them Maybe they don't have to wear their pads. You know, you can purchase these shorts, or maybe not only one pair, but 2 pair of shorts, 2 pair of shirts, because, you know, the boys tend to kind of lose things around, and I've seen that, you know, just being on the field and just seeing shorts and things being left around on the field. And so I would say, if you can, if you're able to, purchase maybe 1, 2, or 3 sets of these shorts and T-shirts and things of that nature. Wouldn't necessarily need 3 backpacks, but, you know, if that's what floats your boat, then go ahead and do that as well. But yeah, you have a track outfit. You can match the jacket and the pants together, which is very common. I see a lot of other high school players when they're out and about, especially when they take their visits, or, you know, they're just repping on campus. It's also good to kind of just show some unity. So you have an opportunity to purchase a Nike outfit, a jacket and pants, and then of course the football team is going to give them a polo, a game day polo that they can wear when they have their games sported around on campus. It kind of identifies them as a member of the football team. So you can match that track suit with the polo, some nice pair of shoes. They're going to look nice. And so go ahead and purchase what you need to over in the BSN store. Again, it closes on August 15th. So go ahead and get that information, purchase what you need for your son. And then also, again, we're still talking about trying to promote our Pali merch. You know, you go to this website, PrestonSo.com. You can order what you need. There's some wonderful T-shirts, hoodies, zip-up sweatshirts, things of that nature. Some the ladies like the V-neck and the tank tops. So you can go there. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I know I've done that before, but, you know, just to remind everyone that they can go to this particular site and order what you want, and you will have it. You will have it before the season if you order now. So here it is. So let me go back to sharing real quick, and you can see what I'm seeing, all this goodness over here. So here's what it is. It's Preston So. There's Sylvia and Andrew right there. We want to shop, and we're just going to scroll down to Pali football. There it is right there, Pali football, and bam, there we go. So that is our merch shop. Wonderful T-shirts, V-necks for the ladies, tank top for the ladies, some more crew neck and tank tops as well, different design. And then we get into the hoodies, the pullover hoodies, and we have different designs as well. So, and then the zip up hoodies as well. Some of these, as you can see here, they have different, a different logo on the back, different design on the back. So it's up to you. You can get this logo right here, and you can match it up with this shirt right here. Or if you just want to stay in the black family, you can get this shirt right here. And if we scroll back down, because it is going to get kind of chilly at night since we are in the fall, or will be in the fall for the majority of our season. If you like this hoodie right here, you can get this hoodie, this zip-up hoodie, or this zip-up hoodie with the design. And then if you want to flex the shirt that matches it, bam, there you go. You got it in black, gray, and white. So it's up to you. Now, there will be some items, and so that's PrestonSo.com /Pali football. Now, there are some items that will be sold in the stadium. And so if you want some of that apparel, let me get back to my updated screen, Pali update screen. So if you want some of that merch, you know, we'll have pajama bottoms, we'll have some crop tops, we'll have some hats as well. I think we've out of some of our bucket hats, and so we're placing another order for those of you who want to order those things. And so my family likes to come in when I'm live, and so that's the chime that you hear. They're trying to be nosy a little bit, but yeah, let's get back into it. But yeah, so there will be some things that will be available in the stadium, and so hopefully, like I said, some of those items that I just mentioned, hats, crop tops, pajama bottoms, you can purchase those in the stadium during our home games. And so hopefully, you know, we just want you to come and represent Pali football, whether you're at a home game or whether you're at an away game. And so speaking of which, I believe, picture day. Absolutely. Let's go ahead. We had a wonderful picture day. We did post a couple of images, and just thanking Jake and Stacy Giannassi for their photography skills, helping to make our team look good this past Saturday. From what I understand, everything went off well. I was unable to participate. I was very, very saddened that I had a different previous scheduled event, so I could not make it to the Pali football picture day. However, I heard that it went off flawlessly, and the boys, from what I understand, they look nice, and so we just can't wait to see those pictures. But so that's done. But also, we have an opportunity. Parents, you have an opportunity to purchase. Hey, Gilbert, how's it going? You have an opportunity to purchase your player ad in the Pali football program booklet. And if I was smart, I would have had one with me right now so that I could show you. But yeah, so you can either take your image that was taken on Saturday from the photographer, or you can actually create your own ad. And I think I might have, no, I don't. Or maybe I do. Let's see. Let me come over here real quick, you guys. You might have an opportunity to, you can place an ad if you want to have your son, shout out to your son. Like, hey, Johnny, have a wonderful season. We love you from mom and dad, auntie, uncle, and grandma, and Sally the dog. Or, Polly the dog. I don't know. But yeah, you have an opportunity to place an ad in our football program. So what I would say, parent and guardians, check your email. There is a form that you have to fill out and that you can submit. Now, some of you might have already filled out that information and submitted it on picture day, which is fine. But if you're like me and you want to create your own ad with your own pictures, there's a form that you need to fill out and pay, and then also submit the artwork for the ad. So that's due, I believe, as well on the 15th. So make sure that you get to that deadline and place your ad for your son, whether it's JV or varsity. Just kind of shouting out your son, making sure, wishing him a wonderful, wonderful season. Okay. So again, thank you to the Giannossi family. I know last week Stacy was on with us, and I don't see her in the comments, but we really appreciate them and all that they do for our football team. Hopefully we'll continue that partnership going forward because the boys look good, and we use a lot of their photos, as you can see here. One of the former Pali football players in this particular pose. So wonderful opportunity, and we just appreciate the Giannossi family for doing what they do, making Pali football make the players look good, and coaches as well. And see, oh, yes. And of course, man, what else would it not be a football season if we didn't have a scrimmage, man? So we have our first scrimmage against Birmingham High School this coming Thursday. Now, the JV, from what I understand, the JV game is the JV scrimmage is at 4 o'clock, and varsity is at 6 o'clock, right? So we want to make sure the players are there, they're doing what they need to do, and it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. Now, I did have an email that I wanted to display to you guys, so let me see if I can get that up real quick. And it just kind of covers just some additional information for the boys because we're not in school. So the expectation is for the boys to arrive at Pali for both the JV and varsity teams at a certain time. And so let's see, I have it right here. So yes, we're scrimmaging the Birmingham football team. Hey, yes. Mama Mannheim says that is my grandson. Absolutely. That was Eli. Let me go back to it real quick. Just want to show you some love. Eli Mannheim, the grandson of Jackie Mannheim. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate you, Jackie. Hopefully everything is going well wherever you are watching from. So getting back to the Birmingham game, there's some information that the JV and varsity families need to know. I'm sure there's going to be email that speaks to this, but just wanted to make sure the JV players need to arrive at Pali at 1 o'clock. Again, if you're a JV parent, you need to have your son at Pali at 1 o'clock. The bus will depart at 1:30. Okay? Bus will depart at 1:30. And the scrimmage is at 4. So if you drop off your son at Pali, then you can make your way over the hill to Birmingham and prepare to watch that particular scrimmage. Now, If you're a varsity parent or supporter and you want to, drop off your son, so Pali varsity football players need to arrive at 2:30. They need to arrive at Pali at 2:30. The bus will depart at 3 o'clock, okay? And that varsity scrimmage is at 6 p.m., okay? So let me just make sure everyone understands. The JV and the varsity teams are scrimmaging at 2 different times, right? And so they also need to be at the school at 2 different times. And so they're going to take, what's going to happen, they're going to hop on the bus, go over the hill, as I call it, probably travel down Sunset, hop on the 405 and going over to Birmingham. And, actually it's in Van Nuys. And so that's what's going to happen. So again, JV players arrive at Pali at 1 o'clock. The bus will leave at 1:30. The scrimmage is at 4. For varsity families and players, make sure the varsity team member is at Pali by 2:30. The bus will leave at 3, and the scrimmage at Birmingham is at 6 p.m. So just look for an email that will be going out as well. And let's see, just going over some additional information here. Yes, so the parents are encouraged to attend the scrimmages. There will be a bus to take the players back to Pali at the end. But what happens though, if a parent or guardian does not show up, then they're automatically going to be taken back to the school. So it might be easier if you're a JV parent or guardian to go to the JV game. And then once the game is over, if you're able to, you can take them home from Birmingham, because you might want to stay over and watch the varsity, right? And so, make sure you do that. And same with varsity. There's going to be a bus. I'm not too sure at the end of the varsity scrimmage if they're going to take both the JV and the varsity at the same time. But, we just encourage all parents to come to the scrimmage. That way you can take your son. Now, if your son decides to drive to Pali from their home, then of course they're going to take the bus back so that they can hop in their car and then drive back home. All righty. So I just want to make sure that is known. And then also we are in need of a person to film the JV scrimmage. And so what happens, the film crew for our football team is responsible for filming the plays, the game, and getting that footage over to our coaches. So JV, once that game or that scrimmage is recorded, you're going to give that information over to Coach Todd. And then what Coach Todd will do, he'll kind of go over, the film and see what improvements need to be made. And then he will kind of make some adjustments for his team. Same with varsity. And so we already have a varsity a filmer and a photographer. We have a photographer for JV, but we need a filmer. So if you're interested, again, reach out to the Pali QB Club so that we can fill that position, so that the JV can have adequate resources to prepare for their next game against El Camino, which is next week. And so, and then Birmingham High School is located at 17000 Haynes Street in Van Nuys. And all you have to do is really just Google the directions from wherever you're traveling from, and it'll get you straight to Birmingham. So we're going to have a wonderful time. They have a wonderful stadium, and so you're going to sit on the visitor side, and we're going to have fun. Again, it's not necessarily a game that you would see normally, but they'll probably have 10 plays at a time. And then they'll switch offense and defense and things of that nature. So it's a wonderful opportunity for the coaches to see what the boys are able to do, and not only for our team, but also gives Birmingham a chance to see what their boys are able to do. And then last year, our JV team actually played Birmingham, and we won that game against Birmingham. So it was a wonderful time. And so we don't play them during the regular season this year. However, they've come over to our place several times before, and this time things kind of changed, and so we're going to scrimmage Birmingham at Birmingham Community Charter High School. So let's go support our Pali Dolphins. And man, that was a lot of information regarding our scrimmage. Okay, so let's look at our first game. Our first game is against El Camino Real, home of the Conquistadors. We're playing the Conquistadors, and that is our first home game. And so I am going to take the opportunity, if I can hit the back button here. Let's see, there it is, yes. And we encourage all of our families to come on out. This will be week 0. This is week 0. We're playing against El Camino Real Friday, October 19th. JV's at 4, varsity is at 7 o'clock. And I know on here it says scrimmage location. I have updated the actual graphic to say game location, so it's a little bit different. But yes, this is our first home game, and it's very, very important for a home game for our parents to actually sign up. We need our parents to sign up to fulfill certain jobs that we have. And so let me just go ahead and click on this real quick. And so if you're able to sign up, we have a sign up genius that we use for parents to sign up, and they can get involved. So whether you're working in the concessions, whether you're working the chain gang, whether you're selling merch, we have several slots open for each of the home games. And so I was just looking at let me see if I can find it again, the sign up genius, and we have a lot of slots available. So let me go ahead and share that with you really, really quick. And boom, there we go. Okay, so we have, of course, we have several home games, and we need parents to help run or sell our merchandise in our Dolphin Den, to cook on both the visitor side and the home side. And so this is what our sign up genius looks like. You probably, if you're a parent or guardian, you probably have the email. You would need to look through those emails and figure out which one you would want to volunteer for. Now, if you're a JV parent, what you could do, you could watch the JV game, and then afterwards sign up to do an activity or a task during the varsity game, and then vice versa. If you're a varsity parent, you can get there early and sign up and do something for the JV game. That way, you kind of there helping out. You're supporting both the varsity and JV, allowing the JV parents to watch the JV game, and then also allowing the varsity parents to watch their sons play. And so if you kind of think about it like that, that'll make things run really, really smooth. And so we have lots of slots to be filled. And so let me just go over some of them. We have JV concessions. We have a setup crew. We have varsity concessions, setup, several different things. And so, yeah, just come on out, sign up, and we really, really need your help. That'll make our home games run very, very smooth without putting the onus on the Pali QB club, but because of course we want to watch the game as well. So yeah, that's kind of how that goes down. And so we're just needing your assistance to kind of help, during our home games, to help volunteer. Alrighty, and I'm almost done now. I got some videos, and then we're going to close this thing out, okay? And then our last game in August, August 26th, is going to be at San Fernando Valley. Again, I know it says scrimmage location. It's actually, I actually changed the graphic to a game location. So it's going to be in San Fernando Senior High School. We're scrimmaging against the San Fernando Tigers. And from what I understand, last year, they were supposed to have a pretty decent team, but, they came to the stadium by the sea, and we kind of did what we needed to do. We won, we defeated them, and so now it's our turn to travel over to San Fernando. It's going to be a hot day, but luckily the varsity plays at 7. Around 4 o'clock. It's still hot. It's still hot because it's in the valley. So come on out, plan to support. That's a traveling game, and so we want all of our Pali supporters to come on out and show up and show out and represent our Pali football team. Okay. And I think that's the last out of this group that I want to share. Yes, it is. Okay. So, that was a lot of information. And so generally how I will structure this show is I'll have some updates. I'll have what I call the Coach's Corner, having a coach come on and we can talk about what's going on, on the team. And so we'll have maybe Coach Hyduka, one of the varsity coaches, come on. We'll hang out, have a conversation really quick. And then we'll also all right. So hopefully, and I've seen a lot of progress from the boys on the field. The first week, they were just beginning to understand some of the plays. And so now some of the coaches are beginning to use visual signals instead of, yelling so much on the field. And so I've seen a difference just being out there. The boys are picking up some of the concepts that the coaches are dropping. After all, it is an extension of the classroom, the football field. And so, the boys are doing something that they love doing, which is playing football, running around, flying around, catching the ball, blocking each other. And so now on this Thursday, they'll have an opportunity to kind of do that against somebody else. They've been doing this for, all summer. And so now they'll have an opportunity to go against a formidable opponent, against Birmingham, who are the city champs, I believe. And so it's going to be a wonderful time. And so hopefully that should get your blood kind of cooking and boiling, ready for our season this year. And then, again, just going back to the structure of the show, we'll have something that I call the JV report, right? And so I'm still trying to connect with Coach Todd to bring him in, just kind of talk about what his vision is as he replaced Coach Ray Marsden. Coach Loftus is out there hanging out with the boys, and so they have a 1-2 punch. And, again, I was just out there recently, and so I have some footage to show you. And let's go ahead and roll it and see what the JV is up to.
34 for you, 32. And we're going option right. Got it? Look at this, it's right here. It's boom. And flip. Okay? So you got a jab over there. So it's good. Boom. That's it. It's quick for you, Harrison. Down. There you go. A little more bubble from you, Isaiah. Too flat. You gotta come down line. Come right here. We're gonna release this linebacker. We're not gonna block him. So we want this to be the option guy, because if he runs up here, you gotta take off. Yeah. Pick one, the ball, pick the quarterback or the guy. Go get him. Now,
Go.
Yeah. Good job. We're not going to have you run too many options. Fleetwood, 6'5" quarterback. Same thing. Hey, 32 dimes.
Am I giving it?
Let's go, 32 dimes.
Down. To go.
Oh, they forgot about that. That boy right there. So we go option left. So Diva lead. Option left. 33. Yeah, step up, man. This way, and then get bubbled. Back up. All you guys back up right there. Then come around. And watch this left hand pitch.
Down. To go.
Let your feet come together, you're going to slip on this. Your feet have to maintain a shoulder armpit distance. That's how you scrape and shimmy. I never bring my feet together, ever. A good athlete never brings his feet together. I don't care if you're playing basketball, if you're stealing a base in football, or stealing a base in baseball. When you bring your feet together, are you in control and at the best of your ability to spring? No. Keep your feet wide and keep your feet going. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Scrape and shimmy. Scrape and shimmy. Here we go. Go. Set. Go. I let your feet go down. Part of the reason to shimmy is what?
Don't slow down.
My feet never stop. You guys are coming up here and stopping. That's why you're getting run over. Football. Gentlemen, I don't want you faking. Pick one and go to it. Don't jock them. Here we go. Set. Go. Nice. Bring your feet to the dance. Well done, though. Good tackle. Set. Go. Set. Set. Nice. Bob, bob, bob. No, let it go. Let it go. Let it lay. Gentlemen, what do you see? It's a fumble. What do you do on a fumble?
Pedal on the other side. Pedal on the other
side.
Pedal on the other side.
Thank you. Why isn't he getting molested? He just caused a fumble. What should every linebacker do to him right now? Yes. Everybody ready? Set. Go. Stopped and then went backwards. Whistle, whistle, whistle.
There you go. So yeah, man, I love the concept of, just the JV team. And so you see, first of all, let's talk about that 6'5" tall drink of water right there. That's right, 6'5", JV QB. I believe his name is Matthias. I'm gonna have to get to know Matthias. Man, 6'5", freshman. So, man, that's pretty cool. That's pretty. And you know what? He still has some growing to do. He's probably what, 14, 15. He still has some growing to do. I'm like, man, okay, let's go. Let's start a tradition. I'm gonna have to hang around and do some more stuff, man, beyond this year. Okay, so 6'5" QB doing his thing, trying to practice the option, making sure the running backs know what to do. And then also, he has to make sure that he knows what to do. And so that's why the scrimmages are important, because now they have an opportunity to scrimmage against somebody else instead of scrimmaging their own team. And so, and then another thing about that particular clip, I just love the way Coach Loftus teaches. He's like, hey, keep your feet moving. Don't stop, right? And then, relating that to the gameplay, right? When the boy caused the fumble, they were like, okay, it's just a football. And he was like, look, first of all, it's a fumble. Go get it. What do you do when there's a fumble? You go after the ball. And so, and then he was just like, look, okay, linebackers, he caused the fumble. You guys should be congratulating him, give him some depth, something, loving on him. making sure that he knows he did something that he was supposed to do. He got a turnover. He caused a turnover. And, that kind of transpires into game situations. So, again, just can't wait to see what happens on Thursday with the JV scrimmaging at 4 o'clock, JV scrimmaging at 6 o'clock at Birmingham High School. And so that's kind of how we'll structure this particular show. I don't have any coaches this week, but just believe next week I'll definitely have one of the coaches, if not Coach Hyduke. I've been trying to get Coach AJ, Coach Todd, and then definitely we have a varsity player interview. And then also, maybe we'll talk to a couple of JV players because they're always asking, hey, Facebook James, when can I get an interview? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. All right. So in any event, I just want to say I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for your time. And hopefully, try to keep this between 35 and 40 minutes, and we're right around the 39-minute mark. So I think that's all I have tonight. There's a lot of information. And again, if you happen to watch the replay, just go ahead and type in a replay squad. Give me a shout out. Let me know that you watched. And that would be really, really cool. If you haven't done so already, here's a couple of call to actions that you can do for me and for us for the Pali football program. First of all, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and follow us on TikTok if you're a TikTok lover. We've had some content on TikTok, a lot of good comments, opponents talking head, and we're giving it back. So go ahead and follow us on TikTok if you can, and then also help subscribe to our This Week in Pali Football YouTube channel. That would be really, really cool as well. What they usually say, like, comment, and subscribe. So if you haven't done so, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to our Pali This Week in Pali Football. And then last but not least, go ahead and like us or follow us on Instagram. You can do the same thing on Twitter as well. Pali Football, Pali HS Football. And, that's how you'll see some of our content. Other than that, guys and girls and Pali football lovers, we really appreciate you watching tonight. Again, this coming Thursday, scrimmage against Birmingham High School. Scrimmage against Birmingham High School, JV 4 o'clock. Varsity is at 6 o'clock over in Van Nuys. So we look to seeing you there. Thank you for watching. And as always, go Pali. See you later. Thanks for watching.
Hey, win on me, win on three, ready, 1, 2, 3. Win! Oh, yeah! Stop playing with a piece! 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 Stop playing with a piece!